14 Jets. Later, the Niners, an end-around Arnaz battle. He tries to battle his way after the fumble, but the Niners had a field goal range, 3rd and 16. And incomplete to Brandon Lloyd on this one. Lloyd looked like he wasn't aware.
We're going to see a couple of odd plays. Brandon Lloyd,
good shit, buddy. Well, you know what I'm saying?
To avoid the ball, not exactly what you want from a wide receiver.
Under 2 minutes to go here with Jay looking. Oh, picked off by Jonathan Vilma.
We see Vilma spot shadowed right there. This is the other odd play. He goes out to the flat, gets a perfect pass from Rattay. Perfect dump pass going the other way.
Oh, the Brontosaurus burger wasn't the one that he wanted to throw. Yeah. Mark, my favorite Mark, plowing like a young man up the middle. And yes, 5 fingers. The Jets are 5-0. They've never been 5-0. Only Weave Eubank. And the Jets beat the 49ers 22-14. Curtis Martin in the game, 111 yards, now with 12,282 for his career. He passed Marcus Allen into 8th place all time. Next up, the number that since kids, we're kids, we knew what this number was, 12,312.
Yeah.
That's Jim Brown.
I know where it is.
Now 7, 12. Curtis Martin is there, and the Jets have Martin looks like a young man, Tom.
Well,
yeah,
you know, we talked to Herm Edwards, and Herm will always tell you the most important cog in the machinery for the Jets is Curtis Martin, and he does a great job of a lot of things, and that leads us to our extra point tonight. And just watch the way he runs the ball, the patience with which he runs the ball. You get the double team down on the center, but look at the other 4 blocks. This is an outstanding offensive line. Gerald Fool with the lead block does a great job. Curtis does of following him into the hole and making the cut off the block. Here you get the offside guard pulling. They're going to get to the 6th hole again. Great patience. Follows right behind his guard for tough yards inside. Now, blitz pickup. The idea, you have to be a great runner, but you also have to be able to block. He blocks 2 guys to give Chad Pennington a chance to get rid of the football. And then on the 4th play, just watching here, they're going to get the end. Coming down with the double team, the kick out block is coming from the fullback, the offside guard coming across. And again, he walks in standing up. So you got a great back in terms of his knowledge of how to run the football. And here again he comes, following the big hole, following the fullback, following the offside guard. So he does a great job of following his block. A great job of getting to the outside. You talked about the burst that he has, and he also is a great blocker for his quarterback. So he can do it all, and he's done it all for a long time.
Last year, the Jets began 0-4. This year, they're 5-0. So, I mean, this can happen.
Chad Pennington playing, Chad Pennington not playing.
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's a lot of it.
And the young defense, which can make mistakes, but they're so exuberant, you know, that they're so much faster than they were last year that they're covering up for some of those mistakes. They'll still make a few errors of commission, but not omission. That's right. Well, meanwhile, in the there's another team, though, that resides in that same division. It's called the New England Patriots. You might have heard of them. They haven't lost since September of 2003. They've won 19 straight games, and they're facing a team that only lost late last week for the first time. The Seattle Seahawks, that's our prime slot. They kickoff in Foxborough. So, can it be, you can't win 20 in a row, Tom, unless you win the first 19, which the Patriots have done. Tom Brady against Matt Hasselbeck, back in the Boston area for the first time, quarterback of BC, and hit by Richard Seymour, and intercepted by Willie McGinnis. 2 names that you certainly know. McGinnis brought down by the camera hanging over the field, and that sets up Corey Dillon. Was iffy, but before the game, they said the foot okay go. 7-0 New England. Next possession, a Ty Law interception of a Hasselbeck pass. Now 10-0 second, quick pass. David Patton for Brady. And he sheds Ken Lucas, 17-0 P-Man.
Yeah, and watch that here. What a simple play. I get the ball out to you. You step far in the corner, get yourself into the end zone. They do a lot of the simple things, and they do them right.
Now it's a 20-9 game in the 4th quarter, and Tom Brady's going to run for the first down, but look out. Michael Boulware gets a shot, and the helmet goes flying, and you knew he was losing. Although, he hung right in.
You know, he takes the hit, but you love the fact that he knew where the first down was, and he wanted to get it. He was willing to take a shot to get it. He didn't want to lose the football, but he was certainly willing to show his team, I'm tough enough to go and get that play.
That's the ear guard.
That's the ear guard out of his helmet.
What? Next Patriots possession. Brady. And he may have been a little, he would never tell you this, Tom wouldn't, but you never know. It's still, back in there, and it's Fullware again, all sorts of time. But Fullware makes a nice read on it. Remember, he's their second-round pick that Seahawks drafted for up the middle, Tubbs and Fullware, and they're making a contribution. And now, all of a sudden, the Seahawks, who unusually started slow, get Sean Alexander a 9-yard run, and it's 20-15. Mike Holmgren elects to go for 2 with 11 minutes to go. It pays off. Jeremy Stevens catches it from Hasselbeck. It's 20-17. Now 3 minutes to go. 23-20 New England. 3rd and 8. Brady. Falk into block. And Brady fields it and flushes left. Good middle Johnson has been in a doghouse a little bit. Activated for this game. 48 yards. And Mike Holmgren would challenge it, but it looked like a great call and a great catch.
Great call, great catch. When you talk about the call is we're not looking for 8. We're looking for 40. It's the difference in the mindset of this football team.
And New England just does this. Seattle in the game, but God, they stay mentally tough. And then Corey Dillon, a 9-yard touchdown. And Seattle, knocking at the door with on the 1-yard line in the final play of the game. Even though they can't win it, New England still cares enough to break up the play, and they win by 10. 30-20. New England has now won 20 games in a row. Brady throwing for 231 yards. Seattle did have 443 yards of offense, but after the miscues at the beginning, Hasselbeck going for 349. Look, in this game, I'm reading your numbers, but how about the big picture as we go inside the numbers? Corey Dillon. 5 games, 522 yards. You know what they got?
There it is.
Last year, Antoine Smith and Kevin Falk. This is what they had in their game combined. You had about 1,200 plus yards. So Dillon, as we go inside the number 5, you knew what they were getting with Corey.
That's right.
100
That's
yards.
right.
Let me say this because I think I'm in tune here from New England side. This is a team that does, I'm not smart enough to dissect all these plays and say, look, that's what Belichick and Romeo Crennel, et cetera, they said to do this on defense. But the big picture was Seattle hasn't trailed all year.
Yes.
They haven't trailed all year, except that they never, the Rams beat them in overtime. Let's see what happens if we get them behind, saying New England. And they were way behind thanks to the plays by the defense. So here's a big picture and a little picture. Carrier, God, are they in tune?
Well, not only in tune, I think they're a much better football team than the team that won the Super Bowl last year. And in terms of running the ball, you saw the numbers with Falk and Antoine Smith from last year, but you have a better singular runner in Corey Dillon. He's a very tough contact runner. That means he's going to be good for you inside the 1-yard line, but he also can make big yards outside. As we start getting into November, December, into January, you're going to see his best football, and I think that's something that this team really, during their Super Bowl runs, they really haven't had this kind of guy in the lineup. Corey Dillon is very tough, and again, he's out to prove something with this football team, and will be right through the playoffs.
You know what else they have, which they didn't do a lot last year? I think 23 or more in all 5 games. This is the second time they hit 30. They're scoring a lot. You have to also score a lot to beat them against a defense that's given up some yards, but now they got some points to work with. And for Seattle, other end of the spectrum. They started sluggish, an early kickoff, a West Coast team. They looked sluggish. But they did show some fight and come back. And maybe, if it's true that they can build on that odd loss last week to the Rams, that maybe they build on this one. I know losses aren't good.
It's still an odd loss, and should the Rams win tomorrow night, you're still looking at a division that you could have been way up on top on.
That's why they play the whole season.
That's right. That's right.
When we return. But it's some great, this could be a pinball wizard, as in scoreboard game, between the high-flying Minnesota Vikings and the team that likes to fly high, the New Orleans Saints. Down in the Bayou for highlights, Scott Van Pelt.
Saints with a 29th ranked defense trying to slow down the red-hot Viking offense. That didn't work. Dante Culpepper threw 13 touchdown passes his first 4 games. They're already up 7-0. Dante looking at this point, you figure Randy Moss is probably out there. And guess what he is? This grab, unbelievable. 10 straight games with a touchdown from Moss. And Dante was just getting warm. Looking again for Randy. This doesn't work out nearly as well on a number of counts. But Garrett Brown gets the pick. And Randy Moss, more importantly, laying down, waiting for the trainer. Take another look. Moss gets tangled up with Jake Bellamy, falls awkwardly. Trainer took a look. Lost sight to loosen up on the sideline. He came back briefly, but left for the rest of the game with a full hammy. That didn't slow down Dante Culpepper. With the Vikes up 21-14, he's got all day. All day. All day.
He was baking cookies back there.
Jermaine Wiggins is eating cookies. That's Culpepper's fourth touchdown pass. Jermaine tried to break dance, which is really quite hysterical. Yes. Now Fred McAfee, all-pro special teamer with the Saints trying to do something to get back in. It's 54 yards down to the Vikes 19. That led to a Deuce McAllister touchdown. The Saints, they did their part, offensively anyway. They stayed within 7. Fourth quarter, Culpepper, again, goes up top to Marcus Robinson. And then Dante, I'm sure, would do that thing where he rolls his arms. 5 touchdowns. This is after a dunk. That's pretty good. His third 5-touchdown game of the season. And Week 6 is capped off with the Rams fresh off their thrilling win over the Seahawks, hosting the Bucs Monday night at 9 Eastern on ABC. Monday night countdown on ESPN at 7:30 Eastern gets you all set for the game.
Out to the AFC West for the Denver Broncos at the Oakland Raiders. Mike Shanahan loves to beat his ex-team. He's 14-4 against them going in. Jay Plummer, play action to Jeb Putzier for a 12-yard touchdown catch. He Putzier into the end zone, and it's 7-3 Denver. Then Plummer drops back. So much for keeping both teams in the game. He was sharp here, Tom. Dwayne Carswell, 10 yards. Quickly 14-3 Broncos. Later second. Plummer. Fake handoff. Throws it long to a guy that can go long. Ashley Lee, touchdown, 31 yards.
And impressed that he's doing a lot of this work and doing it from the pocket. They rolled him a lot previously. Now they got him in the pocket.
And, you know, another week, another guy that runs for 100, maybe 200 yards, Ruben Drones. Made the Raiders look like drones. 22 yards, Drones 100 yards rushing at the half. Kerry Collins. I mean, it was painful to watch. It was. I mean, the picks were down, but this one by Kelly Herndon. Collins is throwing for 136. Drones, 4-yard touchdown run. Ruben Drones, after running for what, 190 last week, goes for 176 this week, Tom. Rushing yards. Denver 254, Oakland 31. Jerry Rice for the third time in 5 games. No catches. 31-3 Broncos. They clobbered.
Yeah, and this is what, you know, I talk about this. Mike Shanahan enjoys this. He enjoys all his wins, but he enjoys this more than he does any other on the schedule.
Well, he's good there in big control of division. Commissioner and Jerry Jones enjoying the game. Now, why not? Steelers, Cowboys always make you pay attention. Ben Roethlisberger, 3-0 as a rookie, as a starter, and he seems to have a hookup with Plexico Burris. Maybe tall guy passing to tall guy. Tom, I don't know.
Yeah, Burris makes a great catch there, but you can see that his face mask is grabbed, and they also got that call.
How about this? Roethlisberger, big guy, can't move, right? Well, he moves at 5 time and a touchdown to Burris. We're tied at 7 in the first quarter. Second quarter.
Yeah, he gets pressured right there by Leroy Glover. He gets rid of the football, but you saw his knee hit the ground right there.
Yeah, and at the lead, he hurt on the play, stays in the game. Neeby and ice down while Vinny Testaverde goes to work. Terry Glenn, she's wide open for a 48-yard pickup and a first down. Later in the drive, on 2nd and 12, here comes Dallas. Late third, Testaverde. Keyshawn Johnson on the post. 22 yards. How about that, Cowboys? They lead it 20-10. Nice job there, Keyshawn. So now, 20-10. Tricky Steelers. Busted play as Staley throws it back to Roethlisberger. Whoa! The old option to Jay Reamer's book. Total ad-lib.
Yeah, and he has that calm in the pocket. He understands where he is on the field, and he always wants to get rid of the football.
Jeremy Tillman with a touchdown from Roethlisberger, and 12 minutes left, 20-17. Steelers with a 3. Blitz. Vinny. Bobo. Kimo on Hoffman. Here comes fucking Phoenix. And a big play by the defense.
Yeah, and take another look at this. You're going to see that the ball right here when Testaverde brings it down, it's going to deflect right off of his own man, Richie Anderson, and that's how the Steelers got the football.
And then you know that if they're inside the 3, it's Jerome Bettis. Oh, man, he's up to 2 yards of carry now for the season. And another touchdown. Steelers with 30 seconds left, leading 24-20. Now the Cowboys have 1 shot left with 8 seconds. Testaverde to Richie Anderson. Back to Glenn. The hook and lateral. 30-yard gain. With 1 second left, they have, Red Auerbach's timekeeper. They have 1 second left off. Testaverde.
Oh, what the hell?
20 seconds.
The end zone, that's up and over the top by LT.
Now.